Hello, good evening. It's me again. I was going to go for my walk last night, but I didn't because there was a storm, and it would have been stupid of me to go out in the storm. So I've decided, it's a bit dark, yes. I've decided that in the evenings, even if it's only for 15 minutes, I will go and stretch my legs for exercise. So that's what I'm doing now. I just posted something, well, all day I've been posting on Facebook because I keep getting people sending me messages, hi, how are you, hope you're good, blah blah blah, and these messages mean sod all to me because I'm not that kind of person. I've said so many times, even when I'm not okay, I'm okay, and empty words don't mean anything for me. There's nothing you can do for me. You may as well keep quiet. The thought doesn't, it's not the thought that counts. When people say it's a thought that counts, that's more for them. Because thought, I mean, I don't know, maybe there are some people who feel good because someone's thinking of them. But I don't see how, unless you're going to come with some kind of constructive advice leading to something useful, or say, for example, I am stuck and I need an answer to a solution to a problem. So, for example, say I was having issues with my phone, and someone got in contact with me and said, hi, I was thinking of you, hope you're well. And then I say to them, are you any good at sorting out technical problems with the phone? And they say, yeah, sure. Then of course that's good. But I've been in situations so many times where even I've contacted someone, or I'll give one example. This is like back in the 90s. I was doing a disco when you had turntables, and I was organizing everything myself, and I neglected to pack my headphones. Obviously you need headphones if you're DJing. And the only option was to go, I talk about this in my book, the only option was to go into the neighborhood and ask people that I knew. I asked a couple of people that I knew if they had headphones. Obviously I'm in a rush, and it was like, no, and standing there when I talked to me. And in the end it was a complete stranger. I knocked on his door and he had a choice of headphones and said I can choose which one I wanted. And so basically a complete stranger was of more use to me than people I know. The other thing that people do as well, they in an emergency you might ring them and say, can you do this for me? No, and they want to stand there talking to you, giving you a lecture or something, like, how comes this, that, the other? And it's like, that's not what you phoned for. You didn't phone for a lecture. You wanted a yes or a no. So, for example, to use another example, what star is that behind me? I know, it's a street lamp. For example, when I needed to move my sister's sofa bed down into the garage and I had to get it done quickly, and I remember I asked one person and he's saying, oh, you should have asked sooner. And it's like, how could I have known sooner? I didn't know the hospital were going to release her, and furthermore I didn't know, I didn't know that they were going to send a special hospital bed, and obviously you had to make space for it and the rest. So it was like I didn't have much notice myself, because the longer it took me to get rid of it in the garage, the longer she would have to stay in the hospital. So of course a couple of people I asked, and I asked a few people actually, and it was like wanting to keep me on the phone, and I'll get back to you, or oh, you should have got in touch with me sooner, and it's like, okay, thank you, bye. So it's that kind of thing. So I'm a very practical person, and if I can't do anything for you, I'm not going to sit there holding you up. If I'm holding you up, it's because I'm trying to find if you get in touch with me because you need help with something. It's either a no or a yes, or I will try and find somebody who can help you in the way that you need help. So pretty much my post, because my sister's in a situation where she's not well, ordinarily, especially with coronavirus, and obviously I don't wear a mask, as I've said so many times, and people say, oh, my wife knows people who've had it and died, or they're gonna come and try and work on your feelings and try and tell you about someone who's had it or who's died, some anonymous person that I don't know, and I need to sort of go to my feelings and emotions and apologize to them for offending them. So, oh my gosh, I'm walking too fast. So basically, like with my sister, when I put things up, people assume I'm not okay because they're sort of thinking in terms of how they would feel. But there's nothing about me that plays to my feelings and emotions. When I put things, I've said, for example, like with the Bible, what the Bible does, it's talking people's business. It's telling you things, and you're supposed to learn from them. They say it's a fool who learns from his own mistakes. So you either learn to, see the example, repeat the example, or see the example, stay clear of the example. So that's how it works. But so basically, when I post on Facebook, because there are some things, I've said this before, that are better written, and there are things that are better recorded, obviously, because I can say a million words in the space of time that it's taken me 7.5 minutes to walk to where I am. But how much could I write in 7.5 minutes? Not a lot. But so I put things there, and people will interpret according to their feelings and according to their emotions, and they will assume that I'm not okay. And as I said, I'm always okay. The only issue I have is I don't have time for myself, and I don't get as much sleep as I would like to. Those are the only issues, and people can't compensate me for these things. But it's just the idea that you're not okay just because it's not even sharing. I'm putting things up there because there's that saying, is this place open? Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. I just popped into Tesco to see if there was anything that I wanted. It's a bit weird, but sometimes I don't know what I want until I walk around and have a look. Right, yes, so as I was saying, so people will always, doesn't matter what you do, they're always going to bring their feelings and emotions into it and assume because they feel that way that you feel the same way. Well, like I said, feelings and emotions don't come into anything. Yes, I will get mad as with the video, but the thing is, when I'm mad, I don't sort of go crazy mad. I just get really assertive, and that can make me come across as a bit psycho, I suppose, if you're dealing with me. But I don't flip out or anything like that. So I suppose it's just I lose patience with people because it's about standards, having different standards and all of that. So before I went into Tesco, what I was going to say was with regards why I post, why I do videos and things. It's if you don't, a lot of people complain about the state of the world and they want someone to fix it for them. So what I do is I say that I manipulate, but people, when you use the word manipulate, people assume that you use people to get stuff or to, that you use people to get stuff or to advance yourself or whatever. I don't do that. All it is, I live in this world. It's a bit like we all live in a house. Say the world is a house and we're all one big family, and someone's downstairs playing music too loud, or they've used the bath, they've had a bath or something and they haven't washed the bath and you want to use it. Of course you're going to complain about it. And gosh, my hands are cold. Charming, I just dropped the phone. Hold on, give me a second. Bleating charming, innit? One second. Is it still running? Yep, we're back. Sorry. Yeah, so it's a bit like somebody, you all live in the house, you want to use a bath, and somebody's, have I got this upside down? No, I don't even know. Or yeah, and somebody's sort of, they've used it and not cleaned it. So what are you going to do? Because you see, the do-gooders in this world, what they'll do, they'll just go and keep cleaning the bath. And by doing that, what you do is you encourage them to keep doing the same thing. Just use it because somebody's going to come behind them and clean up. But you see, what I do, I don't do that. I will tell you that you need to clean the bath, or I will do something to the extent that you will want to clean the bath. So that's how I look at it. So when I post, when I do videos, when I do whatever I do it to make the world a better place for myself. So rather than complaining and expecting somebody else to do something about it, I don't even know what's happening with this video, but hopefully you can hear me because it seems a bit upside down. Yeah, so irrespective of what is going on in the world, let me flip it around just in case. Okay, that seems a bit better. Yeah, so rather than complaining, I do something about it. And people would argue that, oh, you're just selfish because you want the world a better place for you. Isn't that what everybody wants? And in wanting it to be better for myself, I'm not saying we should change the world to reflect me. I'm just saying that if, for example, people are running scared of a virus, that's their fear, it's not mine. So I don't see why I should be forced to comply to the same standards of behavior of everybody else. So whatever it is that people are choosing to do, if I don't support that, if I don't feel the same way, I don't see why I should have to do it. So then it's up to me to do what I have to do to ensure that nobody will, as we say, step to me and try to force my will. There are a lot of things going on in the world that a lot of people don't support, and what they're doing is, I've seen them, I've heard them. Hold on. Yeah, I've seen them and I've heard them, and what they're doing, they're complaining and asking, oh, let's all meet up, let's go do this, let's go do that. Or even they're asking one person, I've seen them, oh, you've got a big platform, you're someone who's influential, people will listen to you, you speak for us. It's like, you know what, I don't need anybody to speak for me. I don't need to meet together to rally with anybody. I will just go ahead and using my skills of manipulation, for want of a better term, I will go ahead and I will make sure that I am able to have the life in the house. Like I said, use the example of a house, and you know, we all live in it, so to make sure that I don't like to use the word happy because it implies that you're not, but so that I can have, I prefer peace, I'll use say peace, so that I can have a peaceful life, the type that I want. I will create the situation for myself. So like I said, when I use the example and I talk about my sister, for example, because honestly, give me a choice, I'd rather be at my place doing my thing rather than spending my time. I don't know how long it's going to take her to get better, and people think it's like a worthy cause. Why? What's worthy about sacrificing your life? There's nothing wrong with me, I'm perfectly healthy. What is so worthy about me sacrificing my life for my sister? For me, it is better that I encourage her to get better. So for example, today I was helping her to do something, and she said, oh, I need to sit down, and I said, no, you don't. And I helped her, and she was standing, and afterwards I said to her, you didn't need to sit, did you? So I'm really hard with her, and you know, but so I don't baby her. People would think that, oh, she's not well, be gentle with her and all of that. No, my job is to do what I can to help encourage her to get better, so that I can have my life back, but not exclusively so I can have my life back. Because it's, I mean, in real terms, let's say she doesn't get better, and you know, despite everything that she tries to do, despite how much willpower she applies, fair enough. But if it be the case that I'm just gonna be there treating her like an invalid, like a baby or something, then I will never get my life back. And I do want my life back. I like my life, actually. And so it's just pretty much that. So like I said, when I mention anything to do with my sister, people assume I'm not okay. And so my thing is, I don't want to respect anybody's feelings and emotions, and I don't have any feelings and emotions that anyone needs to respect. But I'm big on this, do unto others as you would have done unto you. And if it be the case that people look at me and think, oh, how would you feel if you were in that position? Or about people say to me, oh, if your sister would do the same for you. No, she wouldn't. She would not, because I would not put anyone in a position where they need to sacrifice their life for me. But that's me, and again, gosh, I'm so puffed out, I walk fast. But again, recently my mother said to me, oh, you just never know. And I said, I do know. I've just been for a walk. I look after myself. My sister's carer, the one who comes on a Sunday, said to me today, I had my shorts on because the sun was shining in the flat and it was really hot. So I had my shorts and my vest on. And she said, oh, you've got a nice figure. And I just, she said, oh, I wish I had a figure like yours. And I just went, because what the heck can you say? You don't get a nice figure by wishing you had it. In the same way, you don't get good health by wishing and keeping your fingers crossed. You do something about it proactively. And if, like me, you believe in God, you do your bit. And like I keep saying to my sister, you do your 100% and then God will do his 100%. You can't ask God to do anything for you that you're not willing to do for yourself. So that's where I come from. So I'm back now. So I'm going to say good night. And hopefully when I drop my phone, it didn't sort of interfere with the audio or anything. And take care. Have a good night.